Is it possible to create a perfect photo book about your family or any topic for that matter? I'm Linda Satgast with FamilyHistoryHero.com, and here's a great question from a comment under one of my YouTube videos. I'm collecting all of our family photos and making photo books for me, my parents, and my brothers. I always feel like as soon as I complete a book and get it printed, I'm going to discover something else I want to add. How can I reconcile this? That is a great question, and I'm going to give you my very biased opinion on that topic and some ideas on what you can do to deal with that problem, because here's the truth. It's possible that you could create a perfect family photo book, but it's highly unlikely. I never have. I always have at least one mistake and sometimes more when I print a book about my family. Of course, none of us wants to make mistakes, so I'll tell you in just a minute some things you can do to minimize mistakes. But first, just so you won't feel bad, here are some of my family photo book boo-boos. In a photo book about my family reunion, I listed everyone's name except for my son. I totally missed that name, and I still feel bad about that. Then there was a book I made about my mom growing up when I wrote what I thought she said, that she got a headache at a high school camp from taking driving lessons. But what she actually said was diving lessons, which totally makes more sense because she was at a camp. And then on this book about my husband from birth to high school, I had multiple errors, like this one where I misspelled the word grandson. And other times I've left things out that I wish I had included, or something about the design of the page bugs me and I don't see it until after I print it. There's always something. So what do? Here are 5 suggestions for how to minimize omissions and mistakes, and after that, I'll give you my last piece of advice. So suggestion number 1 is to spell check every block of type, whether you're creating digital pages on your computer or photo book pages online using templates. If the software or online company you use doesn't have a built-in spell checker, copy and paste the type into a word processing document that does. I use Photoshop to create my pages, and it does have a spell checker, but I often forget to use it. So we all need to get into the habit of spell checking every time. Suggestion number 2 is to read it out loud, and better yet, have someone else, like a spouse or a friend, read it out loud while you listen. It's much easier to catch a mistake when you read copy out loud. And by copy, I mean words on your page, including the title. Suggestion number 3 is to have the recipients read the book first before you print it, because their opinion is what matters the most. And again, ask them to read it out loud. But if the book is a surprise, that's not always possible. Number 4 is to create a PDF of your book first. This lets you finish the book and even show it to other family members and sit on it for a while before you make that final plunge and get it printed. But at least it's done, and PDFs can be passed down to future generations. Number 5, print each page of your book individually and put it in a binder or photo album. Some people do this because they work on a book over a period of time, or they don't have all the information yet, or they do it for the very reason we're talking about here. It's less costly to fix mistakes and add information on a single page than to reprint the entire book. So those are the 5 ways to deal with the problem of printing an imperfect book. But now let me give you a piece of advice. Yes, follow these suggestions, especially the first 4, but don't delay too long to get your precious book printed. And it is precious. It's the history of your family. Is your family perfect? No. And your book probably won't be perfect either, but it'll be done. And that is so much better than perfect but never finished or printed. This is Linda Satgast with FamilyHistoryHero.com, where we show you how to turn your boxes of photos into easy-to-share family stories. And if you're interested in family history, be sure to share this video and subscribe. And click the bell to be notified when I post my next video.